Okay, here we go. Trying this again. Now we're not getting drop frames. Leave it to Microsoft. All right. Here we go. Path of Exile. We're gonna delete that guy and start over. Okay, so we're doing a new character. A league character. We're doing the Duelist.
What did you do with your gifts, Duelist? You squandered them on self-indulgence. Sin has led you here, your path inked in the blood of gratuitous murder. You have betrayed the grand arena. Now Rayclast shall be your audience and your foe.
Okay. This game's pretty light on the story, so don't worry about that. Now let's just check and make sure. No drop frames. Okay, we're actually streaming now. Yeah. So, game starts off without a whole lot of explanation. You find out more as you go through. But obviously, we're going to pick up a sword and we're going to go talk to this guy.
You and I, we're the only ones that made it to shore. Alive, anyway. Looks like you found something you can defend yourself with. Good. This place is crawling with criminals. There's smoke rising just east of here. Could be worth checking if there's...
And guy gets eaten by a zombie. We kill the zombie. This...
The dead rise to challenge me here.
Okay, and he's dropped what's probably the most important thing in this game. He has dropped a gem, an ability gem, and we're going to pick it up. In this game, unlike other ARPGs, you don't really get your abilities from a skill tree or weapons. You get your abilities from these ability gems, and they socket into your items, and the sockets will have a matching color. So a green one fits in a green socket, a red one fits in a red socket, a blue one fits in a blue socket. And each of those things corresponds to not only like kinds of skills, but generally like the main core whatever these are called. I can't think of it right now. Attribute that it represents. So green's for dexterity, strength is red, blue is mana magic. So the first one we get is green, and we're gonna pop that in there, and hey look, that gives us our first actual ability. And that brings us to the absolute first thing we're gonna do, which is change our left click to walk only. We're never going to use that regular attack again, which is pretty funny. Now what we are gonna do is kill some stuff. So using our new dual strike ability, we're gonna hit these guys twice in a swing. As you can see, we're using up mana. We gotta refill it. We do it with these flasks. We do that. We use those flasks, they refill stuff. Now, also unlike other games, it's not on a time. They're not on a timer or anything. You refill them by fighting, by killing enemies. You know, there probably are abilities that there definitely are abilities, which you'll see in a little bit, that can manipulate essentially every aspect of the game. But like most ARPGs, you know, you have a standard kind of inventory here. You have optional like couple weapon layouts if you want. Right now we're doing a brand new character, so we're just gonna pick up everything. You kind of get a full set of beginner items on the beach pretty much every time. So just make sure you comb through it each time. Even out in the waves, sometimes there'll be a chest or something. Now, see, here's another vest. Let's see which one's better. Well, the new one. So we'll toss the old one. We don't need it. All right. Now we have our first support gem. In items where there are multiple sockets and they have a link like this, they can combine their abilities together, assuming they're capable of doing that. In this case, this support gem gives my attack an extra little buff. It causes bleed now, so now it does some damage over time, along with the initial damage it did. And there's a tower shield, so we got our defense going up. Now this build, I always end up, whenever I do a melee character, they always end up being like either dual wield or like, you know, large single wield guys, and I don't want to do that this time. I want to use a shield. So this is a great time. I've leveled up. This is a great time to introduce the skill tree, the passive skill tree. Each character starts on one of these nodes along here, you know, and you can kind of see this shape that outlines kind of like a general beginning path anyway, to progress through the game. You can see this big triangle here. You can see these other shapes. It kind of suggests to you, hey, here's some ways you might want to take this character's passive all the time abilities. In this case, I know that I want to be a shield kind of guy, and I kind of looked at this earlier. If you go up here and you type in something, like let's say shield, it'll go and it'll highlight shield-based abilities. So I kind of know already that, hey, I'm going to be on this kind of this left side of this skill tree. I may end up dancing around over here, but it'll probably be over here on this left side. And even here, like some of the first kind of main buffs you're going to get are on this left side that focuses on the strength attribute. So the first thing we're going to do, we're just going to spend our first point here. And you can see, hey, it immediately improves our character by a considerable amount, honestly. You press the P key to open that menu by default. So already we're kind of suited up for what's going to be our first real battle here in a minute. Let's see. That other one's better. Alright, so here's our first battle with the guy. There we go. He dropped some stuff. Let's see what he got for us. See if there's anything that's going to be particularly nice for us. Well, see, okay. Here we go. We get some buffs on these items. We'll do that, sure. And hey, we will take we don't even have gloves yet, so that's nice. Since none of these have the stuff we want, as far as like linked, we don't want to lose any of our abilities by upgrading our item right now, so we really don't need any of this stuff. Now, early on in the game, you may want to keep this stuff. You're not going to have what I'm going to have. You know what? We're just going to pretend like I don't have it. We're going to take it over here and I'll show you. Let's take all these these items here. Did we miss anything? I didn't get any boots. It's kind of whack. All right, so like in all other JRPGs, there's a town with the, you know, teleporter and all that kind of stuff. This is the very intro, first level town here. So this is Ray class. So we're gonna go and
I never expected to see in Exile. The maidens of Oriath must be.
you know, we're gonna skip all this. When you play the game, you can feel free to do all that. I'm not gonna do all that right now. I do want to show you this though. Like if we sell items, it's not like other games. We're not gonna get gold. All right, we're gonna get fragments of a scroll. And initially, this is gonna seem tedious. You really won't be doing this for long.
Dashing duelist.
Yeah. We're gonna get our
Arrow. Poor Nessa.
all our quests right quick.
I witnessed your battle again. Keep me Exile.
Fine work with Hillock.
And okay, so here we go. Here's another set of abilities. So we've got slots. Let's see what we like here. All right, I don't know what this is. We don't have any green slots, so I can't take it yet. Oh, there we go. I guess this will give us a... Sometimes it'll give you a idea of what it is. Okay, well anyway. Oh yeah, that is a cool one, but I have that on. Whatever, let's try this. Well, dang it. We can't, so let's try something else. Let's try... Okay, let's try this one. Let's try this ability. Boom. We got a new ability here, and... I'm actually going to put that on E for now. Okay. Now, quick run by the stash. You see, you know, I've played this game quite a bit. I have some things I can drop on my character. And I'm going to kind of right away if I can. If there's anything that'll fit. That's, you know, better than what I have, and it likely will be. I'm just going to go ahead and toss it on my character just to get through some of this a little bit faster. Let's see, what do we got? Well, I can't use any of them anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yep. What I can do is make one. I'm not even gonna worry about that yet. Let's see what we got over here. Anything else I can wear at all? It does not. Oh, yeah. It looks like. Okay. All right. Well, that ought to do a considerable amount of good for me, kind of powering through this early levels of this. So let's go kill some stuff.
Not the most pleasant of arenas, but it'll have to do for now.
For now. Okay, so I know I told you there wasn't gold. The gold is part of a seasonal thing. Let's try this. Oh, that's fun. Is this better than what I had? The evasion rating? I don't know what I need, really. If I need... I think if I'm going to be a shield guy... If I'm going to be a shield guy, I need armor? I don't know. Walk out into the waves a little bit. I thought that was pretty cool. The water actually looks really nice in this game. So yeah, anyway, gold is not used to necessarily buy things in this game like it is others. You're not going to go to a shop and to buy things with gold in this game.
My spirit is spent.
Tab will bring up a large map, you know, like in many games. Okay. Pretty sure I was pressing... Oh, well, I wasn't pressing the right button. That's my own fault. Don't know if that's any better. Well, it's not. It doesn't have the abilities I need. So you'll notice here, if you haven't noticed yet, that on the items that show up, it'll have the two little colors and show you if they're connected. It'll show you all the, basically, the sockets on an item, so you don't have to pick it up and look at it to see if it has the sockets you want. You can just run by, look at the tag, and see if it's something you want or not pretty quickly.
Khan's canoe struck this sand with the force of destiny. At his beck, the greatest war host in Karui history tamed the wild sea, their canoes coupling with the land one by one. Lion-eyed gemlings met us with shining metal and bold words. Hyri's arrows withered their pride. Khan's axes silenced their despair. Marseilles lied.
It seems this new arena suits me.
Khan honored him with a place on his belt.
Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah.
Shown Rayclast our Karui strength. Khan will teach Rayclast.
Oh my god, this guy's still talking. Shut up. Nah, it is worth it the first time to go through with all the lore and stuff. It's kind of fun. But once you've done that, it's like, okay, I've done that, you know. Now, this is part of the... Well, I guess I'll just show you. This is part of the... the seasonal thing. Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Well, I might take it in case I start one of the other characters. Oh, okay, so we got a passive skill point here. So we're just gonna go ahead immediately and just up our physical damage. We just want to put out a lot of damage on these guys. And we're gonna keep kind of clicking on different items and kind of see what, you know, getting an initial build going, kind of figuring out where we're going to go with our character, what their abilities are going to be. It's hard to tell at this point. You just kind of just kill stuff for a while. You're really just going to be killing stuff for a few hours before you kind of really start developing into a build of some kind. See, I don't really know anything about
My spirit is spent.
this character class yet, so we're gonna just play it by ear. He seems to like, well, I forgot I put on higher level items to give him some serious buffs here at the beginning. Okay, what the hell? Right, guess it just doesn't do anything. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so we have an orb of alteration. I know how to do it, thank you. Oh, we also have some items we might want to identify. Yeah, okay, so here's an upgrade. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take... well, let's give it... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It had much better stats before. Doesn't really matter. It's early game. Doesn't matter, but... we're going to do this, and we're going to take these off, and we're going to put them on here. Now we should get a little bit of a buff to some of our stuff. Let's see. I don't know what's better. We're just going to try that out. The other one gave us armor. This gives us evasion. We're a little stabby knife guy now, so we're going to see how that goes. Now see, I'm not a very big fan of any of the abilities I have so far. Let's see. Alright, we're gonna go take care of one of our quests here.
My spirit is spent.
Alright, so we're just gonna kind of continue here. We're gonna give ourselves another 16% physical damage. This game is, the RNG is being very stingy on me today. Yeah, it is being very stingy on me today. Okay, we're gonna swap over to this. Everything's just very incremental at this point. Oh, I finally got some shoes. You want to make sure you upgrade your gems. They just get better as you use them. Rusted spike. Yeah, it seems pretty cool. It seems like,
I believe in traveling light.
oh, do you now? Let's take this rusted spike. I think that's more of our kind of thing. Yeah, we don't really need any of that stuff. Again, if it's your first time playing through, you're going to spend a lot more time looking at this stuff, kind of getting to know it. I've played it enough to have a pretty decent idea. You just love to early game. I love to just kill everybody, get the experience while the levels are easy to come by. That's more lore. Click on it if you want. I'm gonna skip it for now. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and use the portal. I'm going to turn in this quest item.
I'd almost stop believing in miracles.
Okay, she's going to give us something we actually need here. Well, we're going to take the mana flask first. And okay, here we go. What do we got here? That sounds pretty nifty. But yeah, we don't have... See, if we had two red ones here, we could link these together. Oh, this sounds cool. These are all support. Okay, I see. So... we're going to take this for now.
Farewell.
So, you met.
Yada, yada, yada.
Got a job for you.
Cool.
Farewell.
All right. We've gone up a couple levels. Let's see if anything's changed here. If we can slap on anything else here. No. 29 to maximum life. Sure, why not? Okay, we still don't have a belt. Well, this ought to do some pretty stellar stuff. Now, oh. See, early on in the game like this, sometimes you want to maybe take a risk on a couple of things and go, boink, and see what you get. Nah, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. That's okay, though. And we'll throw this over here for the other beginners. And we'll toss this in there, too. Now, that being said, we might re-roll this a couple more times because I actually do want to use this. So we're gonna go over to our stash here, and we're gonna get these guys right here, our chromatic orbs. It will change the colors until we get something that we want, which is that. Now I want to link these. So we're gonna change. We're gonna get something that will change the links on it. Changes the number. Which is the one? Changes the links on sockets. Boink. Okay, that's what we want. So now we're gonna throw this on here. We're gonna take this off here. We're gonna put that in there. We're gonna put that in there, and we're gonna throw this on there as well. And so now we have a much more usable, in my opinion, okay, so now we can do some stuff here. So we've got this doesn't say it requires anything, so we're gonna throw that on there, and we're gonna throw what are we gonna throw on there? So we're going to type in support here so we can see what, there we go. There's our support, available support items. This doesn't support any. This does. But I can't use it because it requires level 18. Okay. This, however, does support. No, but I need 2 greens. And I don't have that. Well, that's okay for now. We're just going to go with what we got, which is we're going to see what Cobra Lash does anyway. Okay, so we got another ability. Let's just go see what it does. We'll get more stuff as we go along. Feel pretty good about this now. Put this back over here for the starter class stuff. All right, we're gonna move along. Okay, gives us a little a little dart. But hey, we've got a ranged attack now, so that's good. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Rawhide boots. Ah. Well, we're going to go back and we're going to get that. I'm going to put that jib on here. Hang on a second. Which one was it? This one? Pierce. Okay, yeah. Well, let's put it on there. Cool. Don't need those. Say goodbye. Okay, so we're gonna see what this does now.
ask for a better training ground than Rayclast.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I think it worked better before, because now it pierces before. Yeah, I think it worked better before, so we're actually going to take that off. I gotta say, I am surprised by that. Here, we're going to do this right quick. Let's give it some properties. There we go. Yeah, it's much more effective without Pierce on. So, see, not all combinations are going to work. They're not always going to be... they're not always going to synergize. That's the thing, is you got to find the stuff that synergizes. Now, right now, this ability is wrecking, and I love it. It's cool. And it really doesn't use much mana either. Oh, I have a point I need to spend. So we're going to just continue down the... we're going to continue down the pain path here. And we're going to get the power to freeze from this shrine. Go ahead and start this thing up. See, now we will start finding occasionally gems out in the wild.
My spirit is spent.
Now again, keep in mind that I did kind of cheat a little bit. I used some of my items from my, other adventures that I collect. I collect stuff usually when I'm playing through early level. If I think, I might make another character, which I will. I'll collect stuff that looks like they'd be good for other classes. All right. Some flasks. So as you go through the game, you'll continue getting larger flasks. As a matter of fact, there we go. That's good enough. Now, Pierce support. What else did we get? I picked up something. Sniper's Mark. Well, let's see what it does. And Orb of Augmentation. Do we have anything that's not a magic item yet? That's not. So let's... Oh. Oh, chain. That's not what we want to do. Bruh. And we'll go back that way in a minute, but we gotta go do something else first. Oh, need to apply our buffs. Now, you may think this looks too easy right now, but again, like I said, I picked up some stuff that's kind of buffed me already. That isn't to say that you're going to have a super hard time at the beginning of this game. You really shouldn't. What we are looking for, a different exit. And there it is. This is what we were looking for. The fetid pool. We just gotta kill all the MFers in here. So you kind of want to think of your mana and stuff and your health as kind of like, you know, like if you were playing a shooter, this would be the thing you need to reload constantly, you know, before you go into a battle. Okay, we'll take a large mana flask. We'll upgrade them as we go. Gladly. Oh. It looks like right now we're about to have... Oh. Now, let's go back over here and let's see, what is this Master of the Arena? Yeah, this sounds awesome. This is a pretty big buff for us.
My spirit is spent.
Whalebone rapier. Interesting. So we still got to kill the rest of the guys in this area, which is kind of annoying sometimes, honestly. Okay, so here we go. We're going to kind of look and see what we got going on here. So it's easy to swap out things that we don't have gems on, right? Like this is probably going to be better than this. Let's check. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's check and see. What do we got here? Armor, evasion rating, strength. It's a much better shield. So we're going to swap to that. This thing can go bye-bye now. Now these rawhide boots... I mean, they're not bad, but they're not necessarily worth changing them into this better item over here. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, so we're going to swap over to this. We don't even have anything on it right now, so just using those items, or the... whatever. We're just going to use it. Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Now, why is this grayed out? What's going on here? What happened? Was it? Oh, this must have had some sort of stat. No? Oh, did that other... Hang on. Now, sometimes this will happen. This buckler had what? No? What did I change out that I can't use my main ability now? Now, what the hell? Why would this... Oh, wait, what? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, requires a dagger. Oh. Okay, this is definitely an ability intended for a different character class. So we're not going to put anything else into it for the time being. We are going to keep using it till we can't use it anymore, but you know what's so funny about this stupid thing that I just did? No, it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's a good lesson though. Some gems, some abilities require a certain weapon type. So you can kind of assume that, hey, that's if it a lot of times it's kind of a class specific. Let's see, what does this one have? Anything special? Let's see. Yep. See, that's pretty nifty. I believe we're about to get a skill point from this quest.
Now that you've drank.
No, no. Okay, so this sounds like a good ability. And one that we're going to replace this with. We're probably not ever going to actually use that ability. Whoops. Oh, another reward. Okay. Oh. Alright.
A necromancer.
There we go. I didn't turn in any of my quests.
Farewell.
What was that? As a refund point, so it wasn't even a skill point. Okay. Now you can see later in the game what your characters can look like.
My spirit is spent.
So I can tell that, like, if I want to use my main ability a lot, it's eating up mana pretty quick. And I'm definitely going to want to, let's see, what do we get here? Well, we're not doing two-handed. We're not interested in that. We do want this, most definitely. We're going to be a shield guy, so we're upping our shield damage, or damage when we're holding a shield. And since we're always going to hold a shield, that's what we want to do. I think it's helpful if it's for your first character. Just think about like what kind of character you would want to be in a game like this. Do you want to sling magic around? Do you want to hit guys with big hammers? Would you want to use a bow and arrow? Would you want to poison guys? Would you want to throw magic potions? Like, that's definitely the it's definitely a great place to start, because otherwise it can be overwhelming. I know I was overwhelmed the first couple times I tried to start it. So yeah, I also try to, I mean, and it's just me typically, I'll try to have at least one ability that does a lot of one-on-one damage, and one ability that does a lot of area, ad killing damage. Eventually we're going to have to give up this ability here, so, but we're going to get as much out of it as we can right now. Because it barely uses any mana at all. I'm going to save this for another character class for sure. Because it's actually I can imagine this being a really, really powerful main for somebody. Now, this early game it's all here to teach you very slowly the fundamentals of the game without telling you anything. It can be kind of frustrating the first time through. I know I was frustrated early on. Okay, this is one of our side quests. You know that I'm thinking about it now, I'm wondering if the designers of the game got their inspiration for the gem things from like the materia system from like Final Fantasy VII, because it's very similar. And we're just gonna keep loading this stuff up until we get to we're making a very simple start to our build here.
My spirit is spent.
The game is going to throw a lot of stuff at you at the beginning of the game. It seems a lot more complicated than it is. Like all the gyms upgrading and that kind of stuff. I don't know why they don't just do it automatically. They give you something to click on, I guess to make you feel like you're progressing. But, you know, without explaining it, it's kind of annoying and confusing when you first start. And eventually you just get used to it. You just look over there and you go, oh, I need to click on that. There's never a reason to not upgrade a gym. Alright, so when you kill those like special kind of guys, they drop these items right here, these whispering essences, and they'll take one of your items and like make it extra badass. So let's use that on this dagger. Just because we can, I have plenty of these, so it's not really that big of a deal. Oh, it's not a normal item. Okay, so it has to be a normal item to use it on. Well, we're not going to do that right now. Yeah, see, this would be a great addition, except that... Oh, we can move this. There we go. And see, I don't even really like Molten Strike, so it doesn't even matter. Oh, dude, we have not been using our other abilities. Okay, so this is now going to be... Oh, I can't believe I totally forgot about those. And now this is going to be that. What is this? This is that. And then this is... Okay. Oh. There we go. Yeah, we got a ton of abilities that I haven't even been using. Normally you would be using these because you wouldn't have all these kind of higher level items that I do on me already, but
I can't do this just yet.
so what did that do? Huh. Okay, so we're gonna try that out. No, let's just do this.
You managed to kill a grand. Farewell.
Alright, there we go. There's a skill point. Do some more of that action. We actually have to hit him with it. Whatever. I don't know how much I'll be using that.
Ha! My fans in Oriath will barely recognize me.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna stick with the knife for a little bit longer. And sure, why not? For the time being. Oh yeah, I guess I should probably use my points. The seagulls scared me. Yeah, its little dagger ability is awesome. It's gonna be sad to let it go. But so far, I'm digging it. Guess I don't have to. I could make a literally probably make a build around it. You can definitely see the like homages to other ARPGs and other games in this as well. I mean, obviously, Diablo 2. Like when that lady died, it almost sounds the same as when the zombie rogues die. You got the ooh, nice combo. You got the soul escaping, you know, all that kind of stuff.
I believe in traveling light.
This thing's ridiculous. It's like as long as you hit them, it does all the work after that. Okay. 3% chance to block attack while holding a shield. Attack skills deal 24 increased damage while holding 60% increased defenses from. So yeah, I mean that's a pretty big jump and stuff right there. That's massively increased our defenses. Considerably increased our damage output. The climb. Here we go. We're climbing. Yeah, we definitely want to kill this guy. Okay, give us raised zombie, which is a blue one, and you know what? We could have a zombie running around with us. Why not? Let's do it. We're not using this. Let's raise a zombie. Let's raise 3. How many do I get? 3 zombies? Yeah, bro. Let's have some zombies running around with us. Alright, so we got Arcane Surge Support. Where did that go? You can support raided zombies, so oh no you can't because you're blue. Whatever. Keeps trying to throw knives at my own guys. See.
It's to be a cage fight then. I can live with that.
These guys are actually at a disadvantage to me in small areas like this. Okay, so sometimes you'll get to a point where you can no longer level up a gem, which I was going to show you, but that one was dependent on me being a level higher, so... Alright, so now we're kind of off to figure out what we're going to do next. You know, it might be good to get some mana recovery, but you know what, we're not going to do that just yet. What is this? Strength. So what's next? We're not doing that. We went with shields. So what's next down the line? Okay, so this is good survivability stuff. We're gonna go do this next. And then we might come back for some mana. And maybe this as well, because that's just a big boost. We might come back for something like that. But right now we're gonna go... Well, maybe we're not. We're gonna come back to that. We're gonna go do some health first. Yeah, we're just gonna make a super tanky guy. Honestly, don't know if I'm screwing this build up already or not. I very might be. Um,
In the court of the goddess, every man and woman is deemed worthy of redemption. Though you might be shackled by the tribulations of the past, the trials ahead offer you both freedom and glory. The future is yours, if you're bold enough to reach out for it.
ow. Oh, okay. Cool, so you're gonna give me the portal out of here? I didn't even need to do that anymore. Okay, that's good to know. You don't have to do that with your first character. Anytime you see one of those trials, you want to do it. Just know that. It will unlock yet another skill tree later in the game. So I don't know that I've even seen. Where was that Frost Wall? I don't even know that I've seen Frost Wall up to this point. All right. Not gonna use that. Not gonna use that. Probably not gonna use those. Definitely not gonna use that. Man, it's just tossing the crimson ore at me. I'll probably play through the end of Act 1 here, and then I think that'd be a good intro. Now, I did a pretty bad job demoing this character, I think, but I did do a better job of showing what the beginning of the game could kind of be like. You don't always get a good start. Sometimes you get a great one, sometimes you get kind of a meh. A medium one, and you might start the same character over and see what happens, you know, see if you get something better that second time around, you know, and they can share items too, you know, so okay.
Worthy opponent.
Okay, so what were we going to? We're going to here. Oops. Yeah, I'm really not sure what I want to do. Nothing's giving me any ideas in particular yet. I don't want to do two-handed. I know I wanted to be shield guy. Maybe I'm just going to keep going. Okay. Oh, this gives me elemental resistances. Yeah, we definitely want that.
The tale of Brutus.
This is what we really need here. So that's what we're gonna get for now. It works on raised zombies, so we'll use that for raised zombie
God
for now.
hasn't abandoned us.
There's a fine line between... Farewell.
Theopolis. I've a future in mind that I think would suit you, Duelist.
Still the Karui barbarians advance upon us. Lionai is dead, his legion slaughtered along with every eternal man, woman and child from Lionai's watch to the foot of our axiom. Should the need arise, we shall retreat through Prisoner's Gate, raising my barricade behind us. Yet our salvation is at hand. Foul times demand heroic deeds, and through my arts our Lord Brutus will arise anew to defend us. May the dry sands quench their thirst with Karui blood when our mighty warden delivers his judgment upon them.
My loyal Declan, give Our Lady Piety your absolute support and watch her with absolute scrutiny. There is much to learn from the likes of the Inquisitor, the Umbra, and the Soulless One. I would hate for Piety to feel that she needs shoulder such perilous wisdom below Dominus.
Skill beats size every time.
Dear Chevron, you have certainly had your work cut out for you with Lionai's Legion. Do not concern yourself with Marseilles' complaints. Our Emperor is fully aware of the General's fickle nature. As to your need to accelerate the implantation process, I can recommend a quite simple alteration. Dip the gem in a boiling solution of 6 parts blood and 1 part thormetic sulfite for no more than 13 seconds. Any longer, and you invite the crystal's wrath. Once the gem is withdrawn from the solution, you have but a few seconds to store the gem in the prepared flash and close the wound. Should the gem cool too much prior to implantation, it will become inert, and you're patient with it. Trust bountiful talent of yours, Sharon. My thoughts are Malachi.
For some, goodbye.
The Warden's free of his own.
We're gonna finish Act 1. I'm gonna be done with for the evening. Let's check out that. That's pretty cool.
You're a fine blade in need of forging, Duelist.
Okay. Yeah, see, this is usually where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to take a break. Let's see if I can go through an act at a time in a sitting. Greater life flask. Well, this, oh. See, a saber might be something good. I don't know. We'll see. Right now, this character feels like a very much a hodgepodge. Like, whatever.
I almost feel sorry for these doomed sea dogs. I believe in traveling light.
To be perfectly honest with you, it kind of feels like, my crawling around doing everything is really isn't necessary in the early part of the game. I mean, it says the monster level is 10, and, I'm level 14 going on 15. Okay, so those, I should explain. These mastery wheels, there's going to be other ones of this. Like if I put in, there's going to be other armor and evasion mastery nodes, and you can stack these buffs. So
spirit is spent. I believe in traveling light.
Oh, I'm sure we can drop some of this junk.
I believe in traveling light. Where is my guy?
Calm is gone. Our king has taken our finest 500 warriors and descended into the depths of Rayclast. He spoke to us of a vision, a gift from the ancestors. Calm has been deceived. The vision was a gift from the Black Spirit. It has conquered Calm. The Black Spirit has conquered the Karui way. Hyri has made ready her canoes. We will take those that are left, 500 forgotten families, and carry them back to their true homes. Back to Namakanu. Calm's promises have led us into nightmare. Hyri will lead us back to the dawn.
My spirit is spent.
Calm stands before us and looks out to the raging sea. He sings, calls, screams to our ancestors to come to our aid. He offers them gifts of old, a feast of heart and mind, muscle and marrow, cooked in the fire and rock of this angry land. We have not practiced these ways in so many years. Only in the darkest of times, most desperate of times, do we perform these oldest of rituals. Only here and now may we sacrifice and consume our own. Only in our faith can we trust this return to our ancient selves.
There we go. There's Fairgraves. I was looking for this guy to get this quest for a long time. We're finally coming up on it. They hid him away on this map for sure.
Frankly, I was stuck fast in the
Yada yada yada.
favor you.
Okay, so now we gotta run all the way back over there. Slow as this guy is. Guess I should have gone that way the first time, but I didn't, so. I mostly don't even care at this point. Let's see if I can just get along without using that. The main thing I've been using up to this point. Okay, I can still do some pretty decent damage in there, apparently.
I believe in traveling light.
Yeah, well, that's great for somebody else. Let's see.
my Allflame.
Please understand that as a gentleman of honor, it pains me greatly to do this. Hard times call for hard hearts. I'm sure, were the circumstances reversed, you'll do precisely the same.
It's not every day that I get to duel with a legend. Thank you, Fairgraves.
Yeah, thanks, I guess. Making me run all the frickin' way back up this area. Alright, well, we're getting towards the end of what I want to do for this evening.
Fairgraves was a good man.
Mervale dwells, and if you must take... Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm just totally screwing this character up or not, but we're gonna find out. While we live, we are blessed.
So, what have I not been using? Any of these, really? This is gonna be replaced with... Is this... Where is Shattering Steel on here? I don't see it. Oh, right, it requires a frickin' sword to work. That's why. Okay, so I just lost, like... Didn't lose Ray Zombies. Oh, I did. Why did I lose it? Because I said 12 to intelligence. Oh, jeez, little beats. Okay, well, I lost Ray's zombies. Yeah, I'm gonna need to re-roll the colors and the links and the number. I'm just gonna re-roll this whole stupid thing. Okay, so we need to do colors. Well, let's do number first. Okay, where is that one? Reforges the number of sockets. Okay. Okay, sure. Just lost like all my abilities. Okay. What do I have though? Alright, well, let's just try it. So what do I even have anymore? I really am down to just a few.
gave away my heart on the promise of a lie. I gave away my love
What the fuck with these? Okay.
The opponent.
Okay, so now I can put this back on and get this thing that I never use. I don't think I'm using this thing nearly enough. Okay, baby. And, you know, now you can see the difference in play styles between those. The earlier build where I had centered around throwing that dagger to this guy just being a crushing tank dude. Which was really what I wanted to do anyway. I didn't want to do the dagger thing. Let's do a sinkhole.
I can't do this just yet. I believe in traveling light.
Yeah, that seems like a fun one. Let's see what we can do to get that on. There we go.
I believe in traveling light.
All right, moving forward on our actual journey here. Requirements not met. What do you mean? Oh. That's why.
I believe in traveling light.
At last, I have so much I wish to share with you.
All right, crazy lady, here we go. I'll kill you so I can move on.
This is love's true face!
We stand at death's door. Ladies first, fair Mervale.
Okay, we're almost at the end of Act 1 here. Seen some interesting stuff today. This lady's still whispering a lot, considering I just killed the shit out of her.
I'm so cold and lonely. Embrace me.
Did I not? Did I miss the exit? Oh, jeez Louise. Okay, I just ran that whole way for nothing. Okay. God, okay. Oh god. Okay.
Duresso gave me the gem, kissed me, promised that he would be by my side forever. I sang for him. I sang for Oriath with his gem at my throat. Khaleesi's gem. Khaleesi's voice. I sang in her echo, performing arias that had once made the Empire...
Damn me. Stay sharp out there.
Quite the lady.
I thought God hasn't abandoned us.
Okay, well. Alright, we're off to Act 2 now. We're just gonna kill a couple things and then we're gonna call it a day. Alright, anyway, you can tell Act 2, we're in the jungle now. And we're gonna do Act 2, maybe, I don't know, later. Maybe not on this character, maybe on a different one. funny because I've still ended up with like minions, just a different kind. Alright, there we go. Found the forest encampment. So this is a good place to stop for the night. Thanks for watching if you watched. If not, then you won't hear anything I have to say anyway. So, alright. I think that's a good place to call it for the night. Thank you. Peace.